A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That's how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of 19 corners, and don't expect to see much overtaking here today. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Tsunoda, Antonelli, Nico Hülkenberg, and Gasly, Stroll, Hadjar, Lawson, and Lando Norris, Hamilton, Piastri, Carlos Sainz, and Albon, Behrman, Mortaleto, Esteban Ocon, and Jack Doohan. Fernando Alonso and a Ferrari rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Now, I know this isn't where we wanted to start this race, but given we're back here at the back of the grid, it means there's an opportunity to move forward. I've seen you karting back in the day. Let's go and do it again.
So you could hear Mark there. We're obviously, based on the starting grid, starting last. It was wet and quali, and I could not get a good lap in. So here we go. It's a last to first challenge, I guess, here around Monaco. We do get a good start doing those bottom, and that allows me to pick up 3 spots at least on the start here. So this is already up to 17th. So great start for us. We had a little look at Gabriel Bortoleto, but he does cover it off. And I'm expecting probably 13th, really, at most here. It's very hard to pass. And so, yeah, we go down the inside, though, of Bortoleto, and that's already up to 16th. And then we make a big move to the inside of the hairpin, and we get squeezed a little bit, so we're not going to be able to get Albon. But it's up to 14th spot. Incredible start for us. I was very happy with that. So yeah, and it's only lap 1, so great launch here. Apologize if the background noise as we go down the inside of Albon is a little bad or like not great, as it's actually thunderstorming outside when I'm doing the voiceover right now. Anyways, we go down the inside of Oscar Piastri, and he fights it actually really well. But around the outside, great move, up to 12th. 2 laps later, we get our teammate, Lewis Hamilton, for another great move there. So now, we go, same lap, we go down the inside of Lando, and he just does not give me room. We do pick up a bit of front wing damage, but honestly, I don't blame him. It's hard to pass at Monaco, and we once again go down the inside through the swimming pool. And we get Liam Lawson for a 10th. We're up into the points already. Next up, I missed a few overtakes that I recorded. And Gasly hit the wall before I hit him. He crashed into the wall by himself. That is not my fault. And I took the opportunity and I said, this was a great time to pit for new tires. As obviously Monaco is now a 2-stop race. So I thought it was a great idea to pit for new tires now, and we should be okay. nothing really happened other than that. We fast forward to lap 26. We make our next stop here for our 2-stop race. So notice we're into the top 3 because when we pitted the first time under the VSC, we got a big undercut advantage, and that jumped us up the field. 2 laps later, and it's a safety car. If we had just waited 2 more laps, we would have got advantage. Either way, does not matter here today. The Red Bulls were in a league of their own. So yeah. But either way, very good result. 20th to 3rd place. Incredible job, and this was on my normal difficulty of 92. I don't hide my settings or my difficulty. My difficulty is 92 for every track. And this was my normal difficulty, and I just maybe need to raise the difficulty more for Monaco when I drive it in my team crew. So yeah. So the Red Bulls finish in a 1-2, and Max Verstappen has taken the lead of the Drivers' Championship. So yeah, great job to Max, to Red Bull.
Time for the podium celebrations. Time for our drivers to celebrate. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen.
So yeah, Max Verstappen taking the win. Yuki getting a great job in P2, and us on the podium. Very glad to see that. Obviously, it was announced after Imola that I was leaving Ferrari, and maybe I made the wrong choice. If you have not seen that post, check the post section on my YouTube. I like to update you guys a lot with what's going on there. So, yeah.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So yeah, what a good race. I mean, not for the fans, obviously. Monaco's incredibly boring. But there are your results. You can read through that quickly. And one thing I will say, they randomly disqualified Lando. But anyways, we'll see you next time. I do not know what the next race is, but until then, I won't see you. Probably until Thursday or Friday that video will come out. But anyways, until then, goodbye.